Welcome to episode 9 of Etown Everywhere, a podcast featuring fun facts and friends from around the world. This show is brought to you by Elizabethtown College's Office of International Student Services. If you would like additional information about the podcast, please contact the Office of International Student Services at oiss@etown.edu or at 717-361-1594. Hello everyone, I'm your host Luke Mackey, and each week I will be taking you on an adventure around the world. This week's featured country is Iceland. I will be talking a little bit about Iceland and some amazing fun facts about the country. Taking a swim across the big pond to our featured country, here are some fast, fun, fantastic facts about Iceland. Iceland is one of the Nordic countries, part of Scandinavia, which includes Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, and Sweden. Reykjavik is the capital city of the Republic of Iceland. The English word geyser comes from Iceland's Great Geyser, and the phenomenon of the northern lights can be seen during the midwinter when the weather is clear. Hearing about all those fantastic fast facts makes me want to move to Iceland. But before I do, I would like to know what kind of climate and weather to expect. The climate of Iceland is cold oceanic near the southern coastal area and tundra inland and in the highlands. The island lies in the path of the North Atlantic Current, which makes its climate more temperate than would be expected for its latitude just south of the Arctic Circle. Now let's hear about some more cool facts from Iceland and make ourselves more worldly people. In the telephone book, everyone is listed by their first name. The last name of Icelanders is derived from their father's first name. A majority of Icelanders believe in elves. About 39,000 square miles. Iceland is small, close to the size of Ohio. There is a volcano eruption about every 4 years on average in Iceland, and there are no forests in Iceland. Beer remained illegal in Iceland until 1989. At 43.5 hours per week, Iceland has the longest work week in Europe. 60% of the Icelandic population lives in the capital of Reykjavik. Iceland's revenue from whale watching exceeds any income from whaling. Iceland had the first democratically elected female and openly gay prime ministers. Consumption of Coca-Cola per capita is higher than any other country, but there aren't any McDonald's restaurants anywhere in Iceland. Roughly 85% of Iceland's energy is from renewable resources, and well over half of that is geothermal alone. First names not previously used in Iceland must be approved by the Icelandic Naming Committee. Iceland was one of the last places on Earth to be settled by humans. Icelanders watch more movies than any other nation in the world. In Iceland, owning a pet snake, lizard, or turtle is against the law. The country's national sport is handball. Iceland does not have an army, navy, or air force. Mosquitoes do not exist in Iceland. The Icelandic police don't carry guns. Crime in Iceland is very low, and violent crime is practically non-existent. Per capita, Iceland has the highest number of book and magazine publications, and 10% of the country's population will publish a book in their lifetimes. Iceland is the most sparsely populated country in Europe, and the population is only a little over 300,000 people. Icelandic government offered an island to Björk, but she turned down the offer. Drinking water piped to Icelandic homes is very pure. It is not even chlorinated. According to the 2000 United States Census, there are more than 40,000 Icelandic Americans. Speaking of students from around the world and students in general, here are some wacky, worldly, wonderful words of wisdom for this week. Here are some test-taking tips for all you students having upcoming exams. Number 1, have a positive attitude going into the test. Number 2, make a plan. Review material that will be covered on the test, at least starting a week before the test, and ask your professor if you have any questions about the material or the exam. The night before, don't cram, it won't work. Get a good night's sleep to help your brain focus. Number 4, before the test begins, make sure you have everything you need for the test. Number 5, manage your time while taking the test. Scan through the test quickly before starting so that you will not be surprised by the number of questions or the type of questions. Number 6, if there is a question that seems tricky, don't get worried or frustrated. Just reread the questions and make sure that you know what it is asking before you proceed. For multiple choice questions, cross off answers that are obviously wrong in order to narrow your choices. Number 8, make sure you write neatly so that your professor does not mark something wrong that is actually correct because the professor couldn't read the handwriting. Number 9, when you are done with the test, if you have extra time, go back and make sure all your answers are correct. And number 10, good luck, you can do it. Coming back to information about this week's featured country of Iceland, here are some famous people from Iceland. Björk, who is a singer. Gunnar Nelson, who is a mixed martial arts fighter. Stoney, who is a rapper. Paul Oscar, who is a pop singer. And Of Monsters and Men, which is an indie folk pop band. Welcome to this Etown Everywhere news brief. In our featured country of Iceland, staff at Iceland's main hospital have turned a garage into a makeshift emergency department to deal with overcrowding, it is reported. The new garage ward at Reykjavik's National University Hospital has made space for 6 patients and has been fitted out with hospital beds and privacy screens, Iceland's public broadcaster RUV reports. It's hoped the move will ease the situation within the main emergency department, where dozens of patients have been forced to wait in corridors due to lack of capacity. In January, Iceland Monitor reported that some of the hospital had been running more than 100% capacity for some time, making it difficult to deal with spikes in admissions caused by seasonal bugs or winter ice-related injuries. A petition calling for the government to increase healthcare spending has now become the most signed in Icelandic history with more than 83,000 signatures. Okay everyone, it's time for your favorite part of the show. Drumroll please. The joke of the week. Early one morning, a mother went in to wake up her son. "Wake up, son, it's time to go to school." "But why, Mom? I don't want to go." "Give me 2 reasons why you don't want to go." "Well, the kids hate me for one, and the teachers hate me also." "Oh, that's no reason not to go to school. Come on and get ready." "Give me 2 reasons why I should go to school." "Well, for one, you're 52 years old, and another, you're the principal." That was hilarious. I can't wait to get another laugh in next week. Idioms are a group of words that really don't mean what they say. What they actually say can sometimes seem silly. If you don't know the special meaning of an idiom, you won't understand what someone is trying to say. Here's our idiom of the week. To get up on the wrong side of the bed means to be grumpy or to have a bad day. For example, if someone is having a terrible day and everything is going wrong, you might tell them that they got out on the wrong side of the bed. Thank you for listening to Etown Everywhere, a podcast featuring fun facts and friends from around the world. The show is brought to you by Elizabethtown College's Office of International Student Services. If you would like additional information about this week's podcast, please contact the Office of International Student Services at oiss@etown.edu or at 717-361-1594. I'm your host, Luke Mackey, and remember, never stop exploring the world around you. Have a terrific day.